Tell us a little bit more about what adoption can look like, Chris?
If you think about the world we live in particular the geospatial landscape, the technology is just changing at an accelerated rate. You think about you see the new products, the new opportunities, but business is changing at an accelerated rate as well. And so adoption really is about not only accepting but embracing the technology. And there are really two ways that can be done, one much more effective than the other. The first is really forced adoption. Here's the new technology, you will use it. Okay? Will that work? Yeah, people will probably use it, but at what level? Maybe begrudgingly. I'm doing it because I was told I have to. But the adoption we work on is creating that awareness for, oh, I get why this is good for the organization. I understand why we're doing this. Now I know why it's important to me. Yeah, I'm on board. Let's go. I might still be a little bit nervous about something new, but that adoption is that wholehearted, I get it, and I'm here to support it. And if we do that right over time, that adoption turns into, I love it. Can it do this? Can it do this? So ultimately, we're not looking at just utilization. We're looking at people to come back to us and come back to the leadership with ideas about how they can move that strategy forward. That's the real power of what we bring in that adoption. It starts with people's awareness and their desire to embrace the technology.
When you think about adoption as far as within the organization, you can build technology and you can supply it, but if the organization's people are not engaged in utilizing it, then it only has its inherent worth as availability. But when people actually bother to engage and be creative and learn to solve business problems with that technology, that's when the organization will thrive in geospatial solutions.
What's that mean to the organization? It means a better ROI on your expense and your bottom line, right? You're either producing more or you're doing more in a quicker amount of time.
The ability now for anyone within an organization to embrace and use these tools on their own is so easy. And so that means that the role of the GIS professional is changing to where they are actually supporting that growth and that mindset and that acceptance of other people utilizing their geospatial system. There's a lot of organizations that are now considering a mindset of configure first. The technology is much more based in the cloud, and as such, it allows them to create applications that will solve their unique business challenges, but they do it very quickly. And that type of approach for an organization is new. They're not used to being able to create such powerful solutions that actually only take an hour or a few weeks to deliver instead of months or even longer. So as an organization, paying attention to how that's going to progress in a positive manner and making sure that everybody involved in using the technology is kept up to date, is excited and energized to use the technology, that's really where a structured approach of change management benefits the organization. We find this in conversations with our geospatial solutions, right, consultants. They're having to go through and have these discussions with business units who are asking for this capability and setting demands for how strong and secure that environment needs to be. The challenge comes that a lot of times if the organization is in that old mindset of, well, we're just going to have a geospatial team of 2 or 5 people, now trying to support all this interconnected data and analysis and storytelling and communication and collaboration with not only teams within their organization, but outside of their organization with constituents and other third parties. This benefit is so strong that the organization is almost hurting themselves if they don't pay attention to this. So they need to pay attention and actually start to plan and structure this approach.